Our next stop is Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, on the Arabian Gulf. Dubai is striving to become the London, New York, Orlando, and Las Vegas of the Middle East all at once. Our first adventure in Dubai is a desert safari. On the way, we pass the construction site of the Burj Dubai, soon to be the world's tallest building. We have a caravan of 20 SUVs taking us into the desert. It's nice to see that even with the frenetic pace of development, the desert is still important to Dubai. After we let a little air out of the tires, we're off into the desert. We eventually stop for some refreshments with our friends Dick and Marilyn and Saul and Norma. A carpet is laid over the sand for us to enjoy a demonstration of an old Arab sport, falconry. She's a 2-year-old African peregrine falcon. After her handler exercises her for 15 minutes, she finally gets her reward, a quail. The desert wind blows fine sand into the air, making the sunsets in the desert truly amazing. After the sun sets, we head for the desert camp for dinner and entertainment. Music is supplied by the oud player. The fortune teller is popular. You can also get a henna tattoo. Dinner is a wide variety of regional specialties, eaten Arab style. Then there's dessert in the desert, including a rich rice pudding made with camel's milk. There weren't many takers for an after-dinner smoke on a hookah, but everyone, especially the men, enjoyed the belly dancer. We get to the Madineh Jumeirah El Khazar just before midnight, feeling a little gritty from desert travel and a lot out of place in this opulent setting. But we fall into bed knowing we have a busy day tomorrow. In the morning, the first stop is the Gold Souk. It's a little early for serious shoppers, but the stores are open just in case. If gold's not on your list, how about some camel hide slippers? Now we get to the old souk. Our senses are assaulted in the spice souk. The spice merchant shows us frankincense and myrrh, dried flowers of all kinds, and spices we didn't know existed from all over. We come out of the souk onto Dubai Creek, which has always been at the center of Dubai City. We need to get to the other side of the creek, so we do what the locals do. We take an abra, or water taxi. Our next adventure is a cruise up Dubai Creek in a Dhow, the traditional Arab ship that has traded up and down these coasts for centuries. The ultra-modern architecture and the traditional dhows seem to symbolize Dubai's desire for all things modern, but at the same time to honor the traditions of the past. This watchtower is one of the few architectural features in Dubai that you can find that's over 25 years old. Now it's time for lunch back at the hotel. Since we were a little blurry last night when we arrived, we decided to explore the hotel after lunch. The Wind Tower is part of Dubai traditional architecture that's been incorporated into our hotel. Canals link the hotel's buildings together, and abras will take guests from one area to another. Our hotel is on the Arabian Gulf. Just down the beach from our hotel is the famous Burj Al Arab Hotel. The hotel has its own souk, and you get there in an abra, just like downtown. We felt right at home with a Seattle's Best and a Starbucks in the souk. The next morning, we were up before dawn to catch our plane to Tanzania. The construction of skyscrapers in Dubai is breathtaking. You wonder how they're going to fill them all. Dubai has been quite a contrast. We've just visited places hundreds of years old, and here we see a city being built while we watch. In Dubai, we add 2 wood and copper chests and a vase to our collection.